The best gaming moment for me in 2023 was when I discovered that The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom had more tricks for me up its sleeve. I thought I'd figured this game out. I knew how to make the cool hover bike that like is just the best build in the game. I still built fun shit now and again. I knew where to get all the good fusion stuff. I knew how I basically like kind of didn't fuse weapons that were rusty anymore for a while because I was just in the depths getting new good weapons. So I was like, all right, time to wrap this up. Time to beat this game. It's done. And then I went to Thunderhead Island, I believe is what it's called. It's covered in storm clouds. It's real cool looking, and I never really approached it before. But when I went there, it started playing like this ethereal, like mysterious music. It was real cool. And then somebody was talking to me, and it ends up it was the fifth sage. I didn't know there was a fifth sage. I hadn't even done all the sages yet. I didn't unlock the island and like to get rid of the clouds like you can do. I did it later, but I didn't do that at the time. So it was just like I could barely see, and this person's the fifth sage, and I don't know what the hell's going on. And then I find this mask, and it shoots a little laser, and it's like, hey, come find me. It was back. The wonder, the fun was back. Like, I mean, I was still having fun, of course, but it just brought everything back for me, like, from the first steps I took in that game trying to figure out what the hell was going on. It was like that same feeling where I was like, this game isn't going to stop amazing me, is it? It's not going to do it. And then I did the quest, and the quest, it was cool, but it wasn't the best moment. The best moment was that Tears of the Kingdom had more in store for me than I ever thought possible. And that's why it's my favorite moment from 2023.
In a year full of great gaming moments, it was hard to narrow it down to just one pick. Like, there was a lot of like cool announcements made this year. Like, probably one of my favorites was Nintendo shadow dropping and announcing Metroid Prime Remastered and Pikmin 1 and 2 coming to Switch. Like, that was wild. Like, it got me super hyped. And then there were like, oh, the cool like Tears of the Kingdom moments where you're just like, yeah, I can do this and this and this, and it should work. And then it fucking does. But ultimately, my favorite moment ends up being something that kind of sounds stupid if you're just told about it, but seeing it was a whole other level of like overhypitude that just bathed me in hype right at that moment. But in Spider-Man 2, in the culmination of the final battle with Venom, the best thing the Spider Pals can think of is to subvert Venom's like attention, and like Peter holds his attention while Miles gets the meteorite, while MJ does something to throw the meteorite in a particle accelerator to destroy it and take away most of Venom's power. Venom catches on to this, and then he could have just like, you know, grabbed Pete and like Hulk jumped his way over there, or like web slung his way over there, or anything. But the best way he could think to get there is he just grabs Pete and like clenches and just sprouts wings, and now we have a big winged Venom. And it was just the coolest thing ever. Like, he stops, he pauses, he flaps his wings, lightning strikes. It's so awesome. It was just amazing. And it's by far my favorite moment of the year.
MJ, you hearing that?
My favorite moment of the year is kind of weird because it's actually kind of a downer. But it was in March when the Wii U and the 3DS eShop shut down. Because for months leading up to that, it was really like a weird nostalgia hype machine that got built up where everybody would just like, these games are going away forever. Oh my god, hold on. They're digital only. And then people just kept making lists like of hidden gems on both systems. Like games you should get before the thing shuts down. And it, like a lot of games were heavily discounted. So that was cool too. And it was just like a weird culmination, like logging in on that last day and buying a couple of games before I couldn't anymore. It was such a weird feeling because it was like saying goodbye to a friend almost. Like it was weird because I hadn't gotten on my 3DS in a while. I don't even, or at the time, I didn't even know if my Wii U was going to power on. But it was really interesting to just see like all the nostalgia that everybody had for these two eShops and everybody just going crazy when they were just like, oh no, it's actually going to go away. And it was such a like poignant, like weird, empty feeling that day. And I don't know, like it's not the most excited I've been or anything, but it was just a like once in a lifetime feeling almost.
The sad part is, there's still better eShops than the Switch has.
Yeah.